Okay, it's time to hop right into the next episode of this new East River 3 story arc. The last episode was pretty mid, if you ask me, and if I remember, this one was even less entertaining than the last one, so we'll see how this goes. Oh, and also, if you ended up catching the face reveal video I did earlier this week, I did reveal I have a Twitch channel. So if you do feel like it, look at my bio on YouTube and go check out the Twitch channel. I play mostly single player games and survival games, most of the time on my own, but sometimes I play with my sister. But, um, I would very much appreciate it if you go and show that Twitch channel some support.
But, yeah, now that we're famous, though, we don't have to borrow anything. Isn't that great?
So, what Mikey's alluding to here is what they showcased at the beginning of the first movie, or I guess the only movie, where they are stealing groceries from the grocery store, utilizing their ninjutsu skills to do so. But now that they're famous, they can walk around in public and get groceries from wherever they desire, I guess. Which also implies that this is their go-to place for groceries, just a small convenience store.
Come on, you'll meet him in the store.
Okay, okay, here's one thing that does not make sense to me, and I've been trying to figure it out for like ever. So, in this scene here, Genghis licks his eyeball, haha, very funny. But number one, frogs don't lick their eyeballs to keep them moist. That's a lizard thing. They literally showcased this in 2012 with Mondo Gecko. And Genghis, I'm pretty sure, can blink. Like, there are a number of scenes throughout this episode and other episodes where he blinks. So, I don't know why he licks his eyeball there. I guess it's just them trying to make a comedic moment, but it just doesn't work. Because it doesn't make sense.
Miss Khatri, I wasn't sure you were gonna be open with the storm and all.
Yes, we are open. Are you here for groceries?
Okay, I guess that answers my question. I was gonna ask or talk about why on earth this store would be open in the middle of a storm like this, but with the way the scene is portrayed and the way things go throughout the scene, it kind of makes me think that Angel somehow forced her to be open. Like this is something the Purple Dragons are doing. But that doesn't make sense because I don't understand how you could just force someone to keep their store open. Like that seems like a really dumb strategy. And number two, the voice actor for the cashier, I can't remember her name for the life of me, and it's difficult to pronounce, so I ain't even going to try. But the voice actor sounds really familiar, and I can't place my finger on what I know her from. So if anyone knows who this voice actor is, let me know. Bro, this scene gives off the same energy as Maxwell the cat. You know that cat terrorizing the neighborhoods? The cat with the cam? The TikTok cat. You know what I'm talking about. The TikTok cat terrorizing the neighborhoods and the other cats when he saw that dog that one time that everyone jokes about. This is exactly like that scene, I swear.
A dude who's tall enough to reach that chicken broth for me.
Here you go, turtle.
Thanks, man.
Okay, here's an actual good comedic moment from this episode. Mikey asks Hun to give him the chicken broth, which is ironic because, Hun's like a defender of chickens. That was his whole thing in the Purple Dragons episode.
Usually someone double checks the list. I got the stuff for Dad's soup, I got Donnie's mac and cheese, Spam for Raph, and some salt and vinegar chips for Leah.
Okay, but what on earth kind of food are the turtles eating down there? Master Splinter eating soup, Raph eating spam, and Leo eating salt and vinegar chips. The only valid one is Donnie. He's mac and cheese. As usual, Donnie's the only valid answer, bro. Donnie is the GOAT. You cannot tell me otherwise. This only further proves my case.
Don't make me brick you!
Seriously, gangers, do not make him brick you. I do not need the, are you ready to brick up all over again? We do not need that.
I've got you!
Oh, Harold.
Anamika.
Okay, Loving his vibe, but we gotta move.
Okay, so now this other guy, Harold, he sounds very familiar too. There's two voice actors in this episode that I know from something. I just can't put my finger on it. So if anyone has any idea who these people are and what other voice roles they've done, please let me know.
Forget this. I'm out of here.
Okay, so I've heard a lot of theories and general speculation that this lady here with the hockey stick with the purple hair could be this show's version of Casey. I hope not. I really don't want another female version of Casey because that's what Rise did, and then they regretted it and then introduced the real Casey in the movie. So I do feel like we should go down the traditional route in this version. But also, I'm pretty sure this scene here confirms that this isn't Casey because Angel appears to call out her name as Kane. So, I guess this isn't Casey, confirmed.
Genghis!
Baby, I don't want the cat that bad.
I ain't gonna lie, that one shot with Genghis jumping out the water, being shocked by the electricity from Lee, the eel, um, it seems like super Looney Tunes esque. Like, very, very Looney Tunes esque. I can't really describe it in any other way.
Man, you are really terrifying. Can we just talk about this? Do you even talk? Okay.
Here's a quick little fun fact for you. When I was first watching through this series with my sister when I happened to be on my beach vacation, because that's when it released, I was watching all the episodes, and you know when you go to select the episode in Paramount, it'll have like a image from the episode, like the front image for when you select it, and the front image was Lee the Eel, and without knowing who Lee the Eel was, I was like, oh my gosh, why is there a dragon there? I thought it was a dragon. So I was going into this episode under the assumption that Lee was a dragon, but it is an electric eel, so my fault.
I mean, have you seen Van Gogh's Starry Night in person? It's like life-changing.
Okay, so this scene here implies that Mikey has seen the Starry Night in person, which I don't know when that happened. As far as I'm aware, this is the only time it's mentioned, so I don't know when he saw the Starry Night in person, but I guess it's something Mikey did in his free time.
Hey, can we talk about this?
Wow, Lee the Eel is like massive. Like I didn't really realize it up until Mikey jumped on the back of her neck. Like the scale and comparison there is insane.
All of you are in on it. You're all trying to stop us. Where'd it go?
Okay, so throughout this entire episode, the way they portray Lee the Eel, it seems like she has an overwhelming amount of social anxiety, and she kind of constantly believes everyone's out against her. Which is an interesting way to frame a villain, especially with the overall ideals and goals of the East River 3. It kind of makes sense how she believes everyone's trying to tear them down.
Forget this. Wait, no! You're too heavy!
This country!
This once again brings me back to my point I made earlier. I don't think this other new Purple Dragons member, I don't think she's Casey. I hope she's not Casey, but I don't think she's Casey. But part of the reason I hope she's not Casey is because she is very stupid. Like, this is the second time she's made a bad decision and almost gotten someone killed. Like, she needs to get her act together.
Don't think. Improvise.
Bro, when I was watching this scene for the first time, I really thought Mikey was about to say, don't think, just do, like Donnie did in that one episode with the Rat King. But before he was the Rat King, when he was the evil doctor who mutated Dr. Rockwell. I can't remember his name.
Watch your step. Easy there. Lots of cracks and stuff.
Okay, where on earth did this other lady come from? Because we saw her in the store. She was being harassed by the Purple Dragons when Mikey first got there. But I swear I did not see her at all throughout the entire sequence of them being trapped inside the store with Lee. Like, where was she? I have no clue.
But Michelangelo didn't warn anyone, and that failure would have dire consequences for the rest of us.
What? How was that a failure?
Honestly, bro, reasonable crash out from Mikey. Like, this is kind of some traumatic stuff right here. Constantly being, or not constantly, but being told that their fate was in Michelangelo's hands before, and now they're saying that he failed. It's gotta be traumatic.